Despite what you might think, heart disease kills more women than it does men. It kills at least 5 times as many women as breast cancer, yet heart disease doesn't get nearly as much attention. Perhaps that's why women who often have such a hard time getting the right diagnosis. Alisa Becket started having shortness of breath. This was 6 years ago. Look at that cute little baby, just before the birth of her daughter. After delivery, she told doctors her symptoms, but they sent her home anyway. She then went back to the ER 3 times and was misdiagnosed with asthma. What Alisa really had was heart failure. Without the right treatment, and without the right treatment fast, her life was in jeopardy. So joining us now, Alisa Becket, and of course, cardiologist Karol Watson from Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center. Alisa, you look great.
Thank you.
So, you were told you had asthma?
Yes, I had just had a baby and I was having trouble breathing and felt pressure in my chest and went to the ER and was told I had asthma and was sent home with an inhaler.
And then it didn't go away.
No, it
the
got
asthma,
worse.
so to speak. Yeah,
Didn't work.
When did you find out it was heart disease?
The fourth time that I went to the doctor, I finally saw a cardiologist, and right away he knew I was having congestive heart failure.
Congestive heart failure, which means you were pretty close to death at this point.
I was really sick, yeah, and I
really
knew
sick.
I was sick. I knew I didn't have asthma or postpartum depression.
Right.
I knew I was
You know what?
dying.
You're talking, and Karol is just shaking. Yep, like I see this all the time.
Because we know when something's just not right. We just have to get heard. So Alisa was lucky that someone finally heard her. But sometimes women just have to say, listen, check my heart.
Yeah.
Check
But
my
Alisa,
heart.
how old were you when this happened?
36.
Okay, 36
Yeah.
years old. Are you thinking, check my heart? Are you going to the doctor thinking?
No, but I really listened to my intuition because I knew that there was something really wrong. And so I listened to that and I really became my own advocate, and I kept going to the doctor and I kept asking questions, and I wrote down my questions ahead of time, and I really was persistent.
And you've gone on to have another child.
I have, yes. I
And-
was originally told I couldn't have another child, and my determination allowed me to have another child, and yes, I did 2.5 years ago.
So, Dr. Watson, you can find out at a young age you have heart disease and then work on it and live a good life.
That's exactly right. So many physicians are of the opinion that if you have a complication during pregnancy with your first child, we don't ever want you to have another one. So that was the same thing with Amanda, the young woman we met last year.
A couple days ago.
Yeah. She was told not to have another child, and she did as well. So it's something that you have to talk over carefully with your doctor, but there are some cases where we can do tests or procedures that get you to a point where you can have another child, but you have to figure out the right doctor to talk to.
I did have a
in your hands.
surgery. Before I had my second child, I did have a surgical procedure.
It's in your hands. You need to do it. Now, you do a support group. We want to tell people
I
about your
do.
support group
Yes,
because you're helping
yes.
other people, other women. So next meeting is Monday?
Monday,
7
yes.
o'clock. And then where do you have this?
At UCLA at the Cardiac Rehab Center on the 200 Medical Plaza on the 2nd floor.
So anybody who, you don't have to have heart disease, but if maybe you're having some symptoms and maybe you need some information, this is free for people to go do. Dr. Watson, are you going to meetings like this to help people out?
I am. I actually am invited to be a faculty sponsor of their group, and it's a fabulous group. The energy is electric in that room because these are women who are fighting for their own lives, and they're helping each other.
And the support group is led by myself and Amanda, so both heart disease survivors. And so really it's a peer-led support group. And then we also offer education, which Dr. Watson has provided. She has come and talked to our group.
Alisa, thank you very much. Dr. Watson, thank you very much. Good information for everybody. We appreciate that.